Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Second Home. Today's episode is all about questions and answers and children's ability to perform under pressure. Yes, you guessed it. It's a quiz contest. This contest has been organized by the Bengali Cultural Society of Kuwait. They've invited Mr. Andrew Scolt all the way from India. He's one of our most popular quiz hosts across India and the Middle East. We hope to bring you conversations with him, the president of the Bengali Cultural Society, and much more. So stay with us. Let's now meet with the president of the Bengali Cultural Society of Kuwait, Mr. Deepak Singhare. Welcome to our show, Second Home.
Thank you.
Could you tell us a little bit about the activities of the Bengali Association of Kuwait?
Yes, throughout the year we do various activities as covering the cultural, educational, and that social causes of that community. And this is that today's event is one of the mega event of our society's work.
Today is all about questions and answers and general knowledge of the children. What's the age group of the children who are going to be participating?
It's generally we picks up the class standard, class 7 to 8. So 7 to 8 standard we fix up, and beyond 8 we do not allow them to participate in the quiz.
So, but this is open for all the students in Kuwait, or is it just particularly for Bengali students?
No, it's open to all Kuwait's Indian schools.
I see. I believe this is probably the most popular function. What other events do you have in the Bengali Cultural Society?
So apart from this is of course one of the mega event, and apart from that we do various time through the time span we do different cultural activities like the dance, singing, drama. That's all related to culture, and we generally follow the culture of a legendary figure from the Bengal like Rabindranath Tagore and all, etc.
He is like a role model for so many to follow, and the literally richness that he's brought into Bengal and for the entire country. He's made us all proud. So you would say that this society is shaping our children to follow his footsteps in regards to literally?
Yeah, well, this is so. He is one of the legendary figure of Bengal. There are many other legendary figure exist in our country or in our society. We follow them also, but Rabindranath Tagore, yes, it's a icon figure, and our basic purpose to imbibe the culture, inculcate the culture of our richness to our next generation. When we are away from our homeland, we generally miss those culture because here, day-to-day life, we are so busy, we seldom have the time to inculcate those. So this is the society or platform, you can say, through which we just percolate our culture to them. And one more point is there, whenever any people come to this land for seeking fortune, so they do not feel alienated. So immediately they coagulated with our society. They come to know this is a Bengali culture, so they do not devoid of any. They don't get panic that we lose the cultural ethos, leaving our country.
Also, I think this kind of an association helps Bengali people to feel as part of a community immediately. They don't feel isolated when they come here, I believe.
Yes, exactly what I meant. So, exactly when they come to know in that the land where they have come for a job or some other thing, and when they come to know immediately there is a Bengali Culture Society, so they get contact. They contact us immediately. Get in touch with that.
A big network. How long have you been in Kuwait?
It's more than 10 years I have been here in Kuwait.
Do you like Kuwait?
Yes, now I started liking. Initially, I didn't like it to be honest, but I started liking now.
As a president, what other things do you have to do for this society?
See, president of this society is not a permanent post. It's based on some nomination, and every year we get a new president to come up. So this year, 17-18, I have become a president for this society. And like me, every president has the responsibility to carry forward these cultural activities of our community into higher level as they can.
A couple of months ago, we did have a quiz. So that was the elimination round. Is today the final round?
Yes, yes. Because there are at least 15 schools. What we have received, 15 schools from two groups. There are two groups. So 15 into 4, 60 participants entered in this quiz competition, and we generally select 8 group of people for the final round.
So when someone wins, it would be a team that wins, or is it an individual that wins?
Sorry, no. This is a team. It's a group of 2 persons. Huh? So, and there is a rule also. Suppose from one school, there are 2 groups participating in that competition. If the 2 group comes in the final round, there is a rule, 1 group will qualify.
Okay. Okay, you know what? We're all really looking forward to this quiz, and very tempting cups behind us. I'm sure all the students are pretty nervous today, but we wish them all the best. Any message you'd like to give your viewers?
So I would say that I'm hugely thankful to our sponsors who really come forward to support us financially. Otherwise, without their help, this mega event would not have been possible. And this is the kind of satisfaction when you do such type of event. So it gives immense satisfaction to them that you are doing some good thing for the society.
Thank you so much for talking to us. I wish you the very best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our guest for this evening, Mr. Andrew Scolt, a host for many quiz contests around India, the Middle East, and so many other places. Please welcome Mr. Andrew Scolt. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice being here.
This is the second time we are meeting.
Right.
Have you enjoyed your first visit to Kuwait?
Really enjoyed the. It's in fact not my second visit to Kuwait. I've been here, I think, 5 years or 6 years. The first couple of years I was here with Mr. Derek O'Brien, helping him out in the quiz. And after that, since Mr. O'Brien's commitments in the political world in India, I've taken over and I've been conducting this quiz for the last 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
I'm not too sure about that. Yeah.
You know, one thing I've always been curious about is where do you get all the questions from? These are like loads and loads of questions that you have to keep coming up with.
Yeah, so what we do is we have a research team of around 20 to 25 persons, and their job is day in, day out, 24/7. They churn out questions. Okay, so it's not us, the quiz masters, who are doing that. We have a lot of people in the back end doing the work. Okay, so 24/7 they are churning out questions. We sit there towards the end and sit together. We decide, okay, these will work in Kuwait, these will not, and then we choose questions from our quiz bank. Yeah, but that's how we do it.
But you know, in the age of internet and Google, it must, I'm sure, be more difficult than it used to be, because it's not like you can use these questions ever again. Like even probably 2 hours from now, if you had to do a quiz, you might refrain from using these questions, right?
Absolutely. In fact, before the internet age, it was a bit easier because, see, there are pluses and minuses. Before the internet age, we didn't have Google or we didn't have the net to search our questions. Every question, we would go to the libraries, open books, and take out questions from there. Okay? The advantage then was I could use the same quiz maybe in 4 or 5 cities in India, and no one would know or be any the wiser. Today, the problem is once I do a quiz, within an hour or within 2 hours, it's on the internet and it's there everywhere. So all the questions that I've asked today, I will be asking today, I cannot ask in a show even which I'm doing tomorrow.
Right. I
So,
know this
yeah.
is what's going to happen with today's event.
Yeah,
We're
so
going to be telecasting it.
Yeah, so that is a minus, but again, it's a big, it's exciting for us. We keep churning out new information, keep getting new questions. It's a challenge for our full research team, a challenge to all of us.
In these 4 and 5 years of you being a host for quiz contest, have you ever been, being accused of being, let's say, partial, or we were given this difficult question, you gave them the easy answer, which generally happens in schools, competitions and stuff. Have you faced that?
Especially in schools, and I'm sorry to say it will hardly be the students who come up with it. It's very often the teachers or a parent who comes up and says, sir, you were partial to our students, you were impartial to that team, you supported that team. This happens. So what we try to do in our company, we try and be completely overboard, we try and be completely clear. If you see in all our quizzes, when we do the preliminary round, we immediately give them the answers. Okay? So the child can calculate his or her score, and they know the score, what we are giving them. So there is no hanky-panky over there. When they come onto stage, what we do is we choose the table where they will be seated just before a show. Okay? So my questions are fixed as, this is going to table 1, this is to table 2, this is table 3. These aren't foolproof, but these are the few things we try and do to ensure and keep people satisfied that, yeah, we aren't partial to anyone. And let me state it for a fact. The first rule of being a good quiz master is you have to be completely secretive about your content, okay? And you can't be partial to any team, okay? Otherwise, you can never be a good presenter or quiz master.
Right. Yeah, it's like that oath, the professional oath you have to take.
As a doctor or as any professional.
Right.
Yeah.
Other than quiz, which I'm sure is a huge part of what you do, and also I think the students enjoy this. But other than that, what are the other efforts that you are making to, for educational background for children?
For many years, we have been just a quizzing company. But in recent years, we have realized that schools, especially in India, are looking more towards more avenues like life skills, personality development, etc. And what we have tried to do is in our shows in Calcutta, we plan to bring it this side even. But in our shows in Calcutta, they aren't quiz shows exactly. They are more, I won't say game shows, but they are more of an interactive session where you get them to talk. So you see their speaking skills, you see their mathematical skills, you work out different skills of these children. In fact, in the last 10 years, we are heavy into bringing out books even. Okay, so in fact, Derek O'Brien and Associates, we have more than 50 or 55 research books and quiz books. Apart from that, the largest selling and the most popular school series of quiz books is Know and Grow with Derek, which is a series in schools. It's very popular. We do it with Pearson. In fact, a few schools in the Middle East take it too. There are a few, I think 5 schools that take it over here in Kuwait. And what we've done, if you see the book, it's not exactly a general knowledge book, a GK book. It's Know and Grow with Derek, okay? Where know is the knowledge, grow is the life skills, okay? So it's a combination of knowledge and life skills, which we've tried to put together and bring out in the book, and it's doing fantastically well. In fact, even though it's now 10 years, it's still the largest selling quiz book for schools in India. And my advice to schools over here, why don't you pick up a copy of Know and Grow with Derek and have a look? You might like it, yeah.
We wish you many more successes. This know it and grow it seems like a great concept, especially in today's age where knowledge is not all you need. You need to be able to apply it as well. And this thing about overall nurturing of a child is so much more important today than it was. So
Absolutely.
I commend you for the great work you're doing in terms of, encouraging children to go on this path of acquiring knowledge and skills. So thank you very much for talking to us, and we wish you every success in the
Thank you.
future.
I'd just like to end with one small bit. Last year when I met you, you promised you will cover the show even, but you did not. Okay, so it's a request, stay back. Even if your cameras are not rolling during the show, I promise you this, you are going to enjoy the show. You will see the children interacting, you will see the children dancing, you'll see the children singing, and all this is happening in a quiz contest. What we call our quiz contest today, it's not a quiz contest, it's an infotainment. Yeah, so that's a word we've contortioned up, coined. So it's infotainment. It's information through entertainment, and that I think is the best way a child can learn. Definitely.
Very well said. Infotainment is a new word we learned today. Thank you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Andrew. Thank you.
Remember, you are the top 8 to qualify today. That is an achievement itself. Okay? And you're still young. You're classes 7 and 8. It's not the end of the world. Oh, I didn't qualify. Oh, that was an easy question, and then start crying on stage. I don't want any of that. Promise?
Promise, sir.
Yeah? Okay. The main thing why I called you in now is, first of all, to feel relaxed. Second of all, I'll just take you through the flow of the event. Okay? You'll all know, you've all been told how you will be coming up?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not involved in that. You'll come up, when I come up on stage, the show will be of 6 rounds. Okay? First round will be a multiple choice round. It's a non-passing round. Right? That's round number 1. Round number 2 will be from table 1, which is right that side. Which school is that?
Simmons.
You need to give me your answer immediately. You have to have your answer ready. Okay? These all go without saying. These are the normal rules of quizzing which you've been told in your school even. Okay? So that's round number 2. Round number 3 is which I told you about yesterday. Relax. You can't mug up connections. Relax, enjoy, think outside the box. That's what I told you yesterday. Unlike yesterday, today what I'll do is for every team, for every question, I'll give a hint. Okay, just to take you all in the right direction. Of these rounds are 10 for a direct, 10 for a pass. No negative marks. Now, to keep the balance of the quiz, 4 and 5 we go anti-clockwise, starting from table 8. Who's at table 8? DPS. So DPS, table 8. This is just to keep the balance of the quiz. Round number 4 is again a general round, questions from my card. Okay, 10 for a direct, 10 for a pass. Right? Then we go to the 5th round, which all of you like. That's the video audio scores. And the bottom 2 teams step down. Okay? Fine? It's a 6-table buzzer system. So though I would like to take all of you in, I can only take 6 teams. And here listen carefully. Top 6 teams be the connection round. Discuss as a team. Don't one person try to take all the decisions. It never. So K, and I ask you a question. Who hits the buzzer first? Okay, so it could be 2 questions, it could be 3, it could be 20. It's not the number of teams. Okay?
We are here backstage with some of the children, and there is this slight nervous energy here. Let's find out from the children how they are feeling. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, a little nervous. We are excited for the quiz.
Yeah.
We need to come here. I like quizzing because it's fun. You quiz and then you get the results. What hard work always pays off.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Some very smart children. No wonder you aren't participating in the quiz. Tell me, did your parents want you to participate or did you want to?
First of all, I didn't want to participate. My parents and my school counselor, ma'am, they all told me that you have the talent, you can participate. Okay. And they also told that with involvement, you can never fail. And without involvement, you can never pass.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Some great advices. Yeah. Thank you so much for talking to us. All the very best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We have with us some veteran students who've experienced this last year. Let's talk to them and find out how they're feeling. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. I'm not very nervous because I've been here last year and I want to relive this moment because I won't get another chance for this. So I want to be happy and enjoy the quiz.
Great. And we heard Mr. Andrew now. He's made you very comfortable. You feel comfortable while he's asking questions?
Actually, yes, but still I'm feeling a bit nervous because it's like an experience, and this is the last time I'm going to participate in BQC because I'm in 8th standard and I feel very nervous. So I'm having a partner who's going to make me feel good. So
teamwork counts, absolutely. Tell us about you. Are you nervous, sweetheart?
I'm not nervous. I was here last year and I know how things are around here. So with the help of my teammate, we'll succeed.
I like that attitude. Congratulations. I believe there's a new round this year, Connections, something that you were briefed on. Are you afraid about that?
No.
Looks like Mr. Andrew has prepped all of you really well. Wish you the very best. Take a deep breath. There. All the best.
Thank you.
We are now talking to the students of DPS. DPS is the school that had won the last time. So looks like there's more pressure on you guys. Do you feel like that? Little, because there's expectation from your parents, and not just that, now there's expectation from the school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? You think you're going to win?
Let's see. You can't underestimate any team.
Ooh, Ooh, that's never underestimate your enemies. I like that. Well, sorry to say, not enemies. Wrong word, wrong choice of words. Competitors, right? Yeah. Okay. But so, how did you prepare? What were you thinking? Did you get to sleep last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, you slept.
Yeah.
Or were you preparing all night?
We prepared till late night, but then we had a good sleep.
You had a good sleep because that's important. As much as you want to study, all is fine. But when you are in a competition, you need to sleep well, right?
Yes.
Right. Any tip for other students who are doing quiz competitions? No
Just keep up with the news.
Keep up with the news. There you go. Thank you so much, sweetheart, and all the very best.
An hour and 15 minutes, that's how long we are going to take. Over the next hour and 15 minutes, there's a whole lot we are going to learn together, and there's a whole lot of fun we are going to have together. So for this year's theme, let's take a look at the screen. Perhaps these are your three options. State, chef, dance. You've heard of Tabasco sauce? Okay? Now, the word Tabasco or Tabasco sauce, Tabasco shares its name with a Mexican what? Tabasco is also the name of a Mexican state, the name of a Mexican chef, or the name of a Mexican dance. Tabasco. Yep.
State.
State. Audience? Audience agrees with you, so look a little happy, smile a bit. Yeah, a little better, smile. Okay, that's a smile. Let's have a look. State. That's the correct answer. Well done, plus 10 to you.
This brings us to the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed the infotainment episode of Second Home. Next week, we shall bring you more. Until then, from the team of Kuwait TV2, stay blessed.